guys, it's Brittany with Eating Elephants, and I'm 13 weeks pregnant this week. My phrase for this week is, I'm gonna have a baby. Like, it's finally setting in that I am going to have a baby. Well, technically I have a baby already. It's inside me. And, you know, I'm making those mental connections now for some reason. Well, I actually think I know why, and we'll get to that later. But as far as symptoms go, I have been having less nausea and vomiting this week. Still there, still definitely there, but less frequent. I definitely feel nauseous a lot less frequently, but when I do feel nauseous, I still sometimes throw up. I still have very bad food aversions. I can't just eat whatever. Still very far from it. I can only eat certain things, but I was able to get to eat pretty well on Thanksgiving, which was a blessing. I still throw up when I'm brushing my teeth. Not every day, but it still happens. I can finally keep water down now. It was only like a 3 or 4 day period when I was having trouble with water, and I did get very dehydrated from that. And I have frequent but very mild stomach ache when I'm out and about. Specifically, like if I'm laying around the house, everything's fine, but once I leave the house and I go kind of out and about, yeah, my stomach, I'll have little short mild stomach aches. I'm still very sensitive down in the lady area, particularly when I try to wipe after peeing. I don't know what to do about that. I was going to get some of the wipes that are supposed to break down in water the way that toilet paper does, but I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that they are just as gentle to the septic system as toilet paper, and I live in an apartment and I don't want to be paying for plumbing. So my next plan of action is a Perry bottle, and I just haven't went to get one yet. I heard they have them at the dollar store, so I'll have to go and see and get one of those because it's really uncomfortable. And I still get tired very easily. I wouldn't say that I'm just fatigued all day, but after a very small bit of activity, I am tired. And no weight loss this week. I am still at around 19 or 20 pounds. My midwife has it down as 12 pounds because the pre-pregnancy weight that I gave her wasn't really correct. And it really doesn't matter, but yeah, the pre-pregnancy weight I gave her was the weight that I was when I went to her, not when the weight I was before I conceived, if that makes sense. And I looked back at medical records, and yeah, I've lost 20 pounds, but whatever, it's not that big a deal. Supplements and such, I'm still taking the gummy prenatals. I haven't been able to start taking my expensive new chapter prenatals yet, which is fine, but I do want to take those. I spent a lot of money on them, and they are really, really good. I'm still taking the progesterone cream. I ran out of my good kind, and I was in my hometown staying with my parents when I ran out, so I had to go with what I could find in that little town that they live in. So hiccups and burping always. Anyway, so yeah, my choices were very limited, so I got a really bad synthetic GNC kind for right now, and I'll go get more natural progesterone cream once my little jar of the bad stuff is out. I'm taking my fish oil supplement consistently now that I'm eating more, and I am eating more. That's one thing. I'm able to eat a lot more ever since the day before Thanksgiving on. I've been able to eat more. My midwife told me to start taking B6 vitamins for nausea, and she gave me a little sample of Rescue Remedy. It's not even a sample. She gave me like the rest of her bottle of it. It's a homeopathic remedy for anxiety, which I have pretty badly. The thing is, I have conditioned myself to trust my body to give birth. What I have not conditioned myself is to trust my body to do pregnancy. So I trust the birth process. I trust that my body is going to be able to birth this baby healthily, easily, and, you know, the right way where the baby comes out and everything's fine. But I still have some very prominent trust issues with my body when it comes to carrying this baby to term. And a lot of that really, and as I told you guys last video, my body has really strong stress responses. So that includes heightened blood pressure, that includes heart palpitations, cramps, all of that. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. So she gave me her rescue remedy, and she only had a little bit left in the bottle, and she told me to go get my own from the local store here. And my diet, as I said, I've been eating more. I've been trying very hard to get a lot of protein. My mom had preeclampsia with both me and my sister, so she wants me to have plenty of protein to kind of combat that in my case. But it's kind of hard because the protein that I eat the most is chicken, and I haven't really been wanting chicken. And food aversions, for sure. I think I already said that, but still, food aversions. I cannot hardly just eat what I want all the time. Well, I don't want things. I don't want a lot of things is the thing. As far as buys go, I actually do have a baby haul for today, and I'm going to do that in the next video because of what it is. I want to be able to go into detail about the products that I got. And let's go over my midwife appointment. So I had my appointment last Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I did end up getting an ultrasound, and that is the second ultrasound I've had this pregnancy, and I feel kind of bad about that. I really do, because ultrasounds are not as safe as the medical field would like to tell you that it is. They've done studies that show that it can kill brain cells, it can kill cells period, just cells. It gets really hot if you hold it over the baby for too long. The baby gets really hot, or its cells get really hot. Don't take my word for it. Do your research, because I'm probably not saying things with good terminology here, but basically it's not as risk-free as your OB wants you to think it is. So, but I did decide to get an ultrasound because my gut told me to, and I try to follow my gut, and thinking back on it, I needed it. I really needed it because of all the anxiety that I have. When I go too long without some type of confirmation that this baby is still there, I get very anxious. And as I said, my body has very strong anxiety responses or stress responses. So I really needed to see that baby. It was a very short ultrasound, no more. When she actually found the baby and found the heartbeat, the wand wasn't on there, but for another 2-ish, maybe even less minutes. And she had it off. So I do have some of the mom guilt that you get when you do something that you said that you wouldn't, but I just needed it, guys. I really did. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that. She did do a urinalysis, and there was a trace of protein in my urine that was caused by dehydration. So it wasn't nearly enough to be worried about preeclampsia. It was just from dehydration because I was still having a hard time drinking water at that time. She did diagnose me. She told me that I did probably have hyperemesis all this time. And I can't remember your name, but somebody in my comments told me that that they thought that's what it was, and I was like, no, it's okay. And then the next day when I went to my midwife appointment, I went back on the comments and I told her that she was right. And thank you guys so much for being concerned for me, and don't ever think that I'll get offended if you tell me something contradictory to what I think, because I won't. Also, my blood pressure was high at that appointment, and it was completely because of anxiety. As I said, I have really strong anxiety responses and stress responses, And my midwife caught on to that. She didn't think, oh no, your blood pressure's high, you got to go to an OB. She sensed it. She said she knew that I was just extra anxious. And that's why she gave me the rescue remedy to help me. And she also, we had a good talk about, she said that you don't have to be anxious when you come here. You don't have to be worried about, oh no, she's going to send me to an OB. Oh no, this and that. She said, you can trust me. I am here for you. I am here for your care. You know, it's just me and it's just my assistant. It's just us. So you can trust us. And that really helped a lot. It helped to calm my fears, because I did some midwives, when you are a bigger woman, they are looking for every single reason to send you to an OB. And she assured me that she is not that type of person. She actually did my risk assessment on 2 different charts in order to get the so it's like a risk assessment, what am I trying to say? A risk number of 10 and up means you're high risk. And on one of them, I was borderline almost to 10 because of my BMI. And then on another one, I was only, I wasn't close to 10. I can't remember the numbers, but I wasn't close to 10 on another one. So she was just like, well, we're going to go with this one, the one where it's lower. So, you know, she's trying to do everything in her power to keep me. And that helped calm a lot of anxieties that I have, because I really was afraid that she would be trying to find every single reason to send me to make me transfer care. And that's about it for this update. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the comments, and I'll do a quick belly shot. Here's the belly. I do think it's getting a little bit rounder towards the bottom. I'm only 13 weeks, so my uterus should have just recently started coming out of my pelvic girdle. So coming out from behind my pubic bone. So, you know, I'm not expecting to have too much of a bump at this point. But a lot of people do have a pretty good bump at this point if they're skinny, which I don't understand because the uterus is way down low at this point. But whatever. Everybody's body is different. But I know most of this is definitely fat. But hopefully I'll be actually popping here soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for loving me and my little baby elephant. Stay tuned here in a minute for the baby buys video, and which I'm so excited for because I love the things that I've gotten. And at the beginning, I said my phrase was, I'm gonna have a baby, and because I realized that, you know, I didn't realize I was gonna have a baby, but it hit me that I'm gonna have a baby. And that's because I now have baby things in my house. And I posted that video of the ultrasound that I got, and the baby was moving and jumping around, and it was an actual baby with arms and legs and a head and lips and a nose and a forehead and everything else. And those 2 things are what did it for me, what helped me to make those mental connections, to think that, wow, I'm a mom right now. I'm a mom. I'm carrying my little baby right now. So yes, I'm so excited about this baby now. Not that I wasn't excited before, but I was just afraid, you know. I was always afraid, and I knew at any point the baby could be dead inside me, and that was hindering me from appreciating and being excited for this baby. So yeah, that's it. I know I can rumble on, but thank you for watching. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Bye-bye.